All right, welcome to another episode of the Thumb Strong podcast. I'm joined as always by Bethany and Barry. How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Great. Today we're going to be talking about how busy individuals, busy parents can stay on track with their nutrition. We want to talk about a simple nutrition framework that you can use to improve your nutrition habits, and we're also going to talk about a little bit about what we personally do to stay on track with our nutrition as well. So, to get into it, first thing here, we're going to talk about basically the hardest part about nutrition and how it's difficult and challenging when you are very busy with work and kids and all the things that life demands. We understand that, and it is tricky, but that's what we want to try to help you guys overcome is to just make those small improvements to stay on track. So, what are a couple questions? There's some things that kind of come up with when life gets busy.
When life gets busy, just like the obstacles that come up.
Yeah. So working all day, you got kids and all that stuff, all this stuff. So, how do we make the best choice, realistically, when we're in a situation where we're really busy?
Us personally.
Yeah, personal question, sorry.
I'd say preparing early, like meal prepping, things like that, trying to get ahead of the game before you get too busy. If you prepare your meals on Sunday or before the week starts, make sure there's something in the fridge that's ready to go, so you don't fall into the trap of going to McDonald's or any fast food restaurant or something. Yeah.
Or just having some go-to, no cook or no prep meals of rotisserie chicken and a bag of freezer vegetables and potatoes or rice or something like that. Something we can make really quick and with just a microwave. Before I would have suggested the salad kits, but not right now.
Yeah.
No salad kits right now. Or even just a tub of, low fat, no sugar, Greek yogurt, and frozen berries. That's super easy. It doesn't take any cooking. Put that together, and that's a good breakfast. You get your fiber and your protein. Just little things like that of knowing, okay, with what limited time or bandwidth you have available, it's what are some go-to options that you can do and things like that. It's great to prep ahead, but sometimes there's a busy weekend, you're out of town, you get home, and it's right back to work or school or whatever. And you don't have all the time to I have nothing prepped. And so it's what do you do if you don't have that prep available? Then it's have the easy things you can pick up.
Yep. Yeah, I think, just being prepared. For me, I need to make sure that my things are stocked, and I have a lot of healthier snacks available, which isn't the best option, to be honest. A lot of the stuff that a lot of those things are still processed, but at least they're a little bit better options.
Yeah.
So I always start with a healthy breakfast. I just do a super fast, easy super shake, as you guys know. And then I usually have, I got my little individual serving trail mix, nut mix, omega-3, which has walnuts and stuff like that in it. I always have bananas here at work. I usually have the whole food bars from First Form, which are actually pretty good ingredients, simple. So having those things on hand, ready-to-drink shakes, are great for a lot of busy parents because you can take them with you on the go, especially if you're going from work to a game or something, and you need to get some fuel in instead of going through fast food. If you just had an apple and a protein shake or a banana and a protein shake or something like that, it's kind of surprising how filling some of those can be.
Yeah.
You drink one of those shakes and it kind of holds you over for a good amount of time until you can get to a meal or something like that. And then I agree with Barry, just being ahead, preparing ahead of time, knowing what you're going to have and when you're going to have it the day before, kind of planning that out really helps too. Okay, actually one more quick question. what mistakes did you used to make when you did get really busy, your life got hectic before you started to kind of get into a routine?
My meals would turn into snack times. So I'd be snacking a lot instead of actually sitting down and having a full meal.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't think back always. I mean, it was more so like I was kind of been in control of my own food for a while, besides like when I was at home. And so yeah, it's just like you just end up getting snacky.
Yep.
You know, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of this or a little bit of that. It still happens sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have this, and then like you're more hungry than you realize. So you think you're just gonna have a little snack, and then you're just kind of like reaching for whatever.
Yep. So I can remember when this was back like the first couple of years when I started training. Because I was in and out of the gym like multiple times a day throughout the whole day, and I would wasn't very prepared. Let's put it that way. And I was probably eating worse when I started as a personal trainer than when I was in college. Just like going through school to become a personal trainer. It was kind of funny. But I remember eating at least 2 or 3 of like the almond butter biscuits from Nature Valley.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was a high carb, it's like quick fuel source, but they're not necessarily good for you.
Yeah.
But they're so good. And so I found myself just snacking on like bars and granola bars and stuff like that. Because I didn't have healthier options available. So it took me a little bit to get into routine
Yeah.
with that, and then start to become more prepared and have meals and stuff. Something that I've been thinking about doing, just because I definitely have more snacks. Like I have 3 meals a day, but I have a lot of snacks, and I think I need to almost add like a 4th meal instead of having so many snacks. So something I used to do and I might do again is get the ready-made meals from like Icon Meals or Factor Meals.
Mm-hmm.
Just warm it up in the microwave. So it's the convenience of it, and you can get it with really clean ingredients anymore. So that's another great option for busy people for like dinners, lunches, stuff like that. Just get the microwave like healthy meals online, shipped right to your door, frozen. That would be a good option.
Mm-hmm.
So what's our simple meal framework, Bethany?
So we have 4 little pillars. First one is protein. So gotta ask, where's my protein coming from, right? So it's either chicken, beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, fish, sometimes beans, protein shakes, deli meat, etc. You want like a good source of protein, not like peanut butter. Peanut butter is not a great source of protein. Fiber, look for foods like fruit, vegetables, beans, basically any plants. Some whole grains, potatoes, oats, whatever minimally processed carbohydrate sources. You're going to find fiber in those. Color is the other one. So color is usually a good sign of your vitamins, minerals, everything like that. So trying to get a variety of fruits and vegetables. Doesn't have to be super fancy. Your frozen vegetables, canned, fresh, whatever you can find. Make sure you wash it or cook it. And then number 4, enough food. So sometimes people will turn the healthy eating into just like eating small amounts. You definitely want to eat enough to sustain you and, have the energy to do all the things that you need. Because if you're low energy, then you're more likely to take something that's easier or lower nutrition just because it's quicker or faster, or if you're tired, sometimes you just get more cravings too. So make sure you're getting enough of all the good things. So
it kind of reminds me of like the pick one plan that we give a lot of people.
Yeah.
So essentially we have like the list of proteins that Bethany mentioned. We have a list of like fruits and veggies, that'd be like your color. We have a list of carbohydrates. So between the vegetables and the fruit and the carbs, you're going to get your fiber, because the carbohydrates on there are more complex. And then we've got your healthy fats. And essentially what you would do is you pick one food item from each category. So you pick your protein, you've got your vegetable, you've got your carbohydrate, which could be a fruit, and then your healthy fat, and then you make a meal out of it. And you can feel free to like season it and stuff like that however you would like. I wouldn't get carried away with like the really high fat, high calorie sauces, because that can kind of ruin the whole point of your healthier eating. But that way you have mix and match options, right? Like you mentioned this quite a bit. Like you'll make a bunch of like chicken or beef or whatever, and then you have a bunch of vegetables, and then maybe you mix in rice or something. Like you can kind of mix and match and make different meals. So that's a really fun way, or good way to make sure that you're hitting that. And then a great way for measurement. So enough food, number 4. If you want the easiest possible way, you can use the hand portion method. So the size of your palm for your portion of proteins. So think about all your lean meats, about the size of your palm would be a good portion for you. Realistically, our hand is pretty proportional to the rest of our body. So the bigger you are, bigger portions you need. The smaller you are, smaller. Size of your fist for your vegetables, cupped handful for your carbohydrates, and then a thumb for your fats. And so you can kind of measure, and the goal would be to do that for your 2 to 3 meals every day.
Yes.
And then optional snacks, try to prioritize your protein first, so pretty easy way of doing it. Cool. We kind of talked about this a little bit, but what do we actually eat when we're busy?
My go-to busy meal / snack is I normally do Greek yogurt, a scoop of peanut butter, mix it together, and then sliced apples and put it in.
Yeah.
It's definitely a staple for me. Other than that,
what do your meals look like? Like, how long do they take?
Cooking my meals probably takes around 30 minutes-ish for one meal. I really like breakfast, so eggs, sausage, sometimes I'll do a wrap here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, a lot of ground beef, chicken, fruit, and then I like doing chicken and rice with some carrots.
Yep.
So it's a pretty staple for me.
Yep. My staples are my super shake, which takes me, less than 5 minutes. I switch up my fruit. I do frozen. It's like a dragon fruit blend, so it's got acai, dragon fruit, strawberries, and collagen cubes in it.
That is a good one.
It's good. So I do that with ice, almond milk, oats, walnuts, my protein powder, and then my microfactor, my multivitamin powder from Fish One.
Mm-hmm.
So I blend that up for breakfast. I always have bananas on me, my First Form whole food bars, usually RX bars are on me, and then those nut packs from Amazon. I can't remember the brand name. It's either something Nature, but anyway. And then I'm a baked breakfast guy too, so I can make eggs, sausage, and toast in 7 minutes, and if I do tater tots in the air fryer, it's 11 minutes. And I've got that down. So I only cook breakfast 3 to 4 days a week because I'll cook a double serving. This might be a good tip for you.
Mm-hmm.
I do a double serving, that way I've got the next day's prepped. Mm-hmm. So I'll do 8 eggs, usually 4 sausage patties or 6 links. And then I'll do tater tots, and then I'll eat one and have a whole serving for the next day.
Yeah.
So works out great. What about you, Beth?
Yeah, breakfast. Eggs are usually pretty quick, like egg or egg whites. Hard-boiled eggs are great for on-the-go things. But yeah, Greek yogurt. This morning, I just had a tub of Greek yogurt, and then I mixed a bag of the frozen raspberries, and they're all kind of broken up anyway. So I just poured that in and mixed it in. So that's something that's easy and doesn't take a bunch of dishes or anything. Doesn't take any cook time. It's good in the summertime. For lunches, yeah, big fan of the rotisserie chicken because it's you can get one either the fresh ones are pretty good as far as price wise, but if you get the ones that they chill after they have it out for a few hours and then they go and they put it in the fridge and it's $4 for one of them, and so it's you get a whole chicken for that. And so you can make bone broth out of the bones if you're really bougie on it, or you just take the meat off of it and eat it that way.
Yeah. It's really good too.
It's super good. As long as you peel the skin off, you don't get the extra calories from it.
I like the skin.
But the skin does taste good. So, just kind of depends on what
Depends on your goals.
Yeah, depends on your goals. But and then that can stretch to so many different meals, whether that's chicken, rice, veggies, super easy. You can make it into a little bit more of an elaborate meal. Just the bag of rice, frozen vegetables, and rotisserie chicken, doesn't really get much easier than that. As far as, you don't have to cook anything, just microwave it. The meat sticks, so you can get them from market side, but the different the grass fed meat sticks.
I think chomps are.
Chomps are.
Mm-hmm. They're at Walmart too.
They're at Walmart. They're just more expensive.
Yeah.
And so it's you can get the same thing from Sam's Club or. There's probably a Walmart brand too that's the same thing, or online, but that or just jerky in packages because it doesn't go bad.
Right.
So, it's individually packaged, so it's you take it out and it's just a good quick little snack with that.
Yep.
And then fruit for on the go. So your bananas, apples, oranges, kind of whatever you're in the mood for. Something that you can grab and go.
Yep. Sweet. All right, we're getting to fast food. So this is obviously part of real life.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you're gonna have just no choice sometimes, right? Katie and I, this happened to us quite a lot. When we were moving, first of all, we didn't even have a kitchen or pots and pans or anything set up for a little bit. So, she wasn't cooking and I wasn't cooking, so we had to go out and get fast food a few times. So we want to talk about what choices we make and what we would do if we were in that scenario where we don't have many other choices. For me, kind of my go-to is Lugos. I actually love Lugos. So first of all, you can call and your stuff's ready in 5 minutes. So it's extremely fast. I always just get a custom bowl, and so you can get your protein. So you got your steak or your chicken or your I think that you can get shrimp. You choose your rice. You can choose your vegetables on there. I usually get steak with rice, black beans, avocado, or the guacamole, lettuce, fajita veggies. So it's a pretty decent meal. Obviously it's going to be higher calorie than probably what you would make. It's probably got a little bit extra oils and stuff, but it tastes phenomenal. It's really fast. You get a really good amount of protein in. You get some vegetables. So I really like Lugos a lot. We ate there a lot over the last few months.
Yeah.
So.
One thing I will say is that you can eat somewhat healthy no matter where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my dad went on that long road trip, and we were gone for 9 days, so we're stopping at gas stations, stopping at other places, and there's even if you go to gas stations, you can there's protein snacks, there's healthier options.
Jerky.
If you're kind of crazy like me, you trust the gas station deviled eggs.
Yeah.
So I'd get those ones
There you
too,
go.
sometimes here and there, but no matter what, there's always the healthier option.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
Yeah, Love's is great
Mhm.
as far as gas station truck stops.
Mhm.
Lots of good fresh things there that you can get. As far as fast foods, the biggest thing is trying to maximize your protein while minimizing the amount of calories as best as you can. Chick-fil-A is great for that. Being able to get those grilled nuggets, and then just whatever dipping sauce you choose. The Chick-fil-A sauce is amazing, but again, it's also a ton of calories.
Yeah.
So if you're going, know the purpose of it.
Right.
If you're gonna go and be okay, I'm gonna make the best choice I possibly can, knowing it's not gonna be perfect, but make a pretty good choice, then great. It's know that. Or if you're gonna go and you're I'm gonna get whatever I want because I like Chick-fil-A actual nuggets, and those are really good. And if you're traveling and you don't do it very often, then just know that.
Right.
But don't beat yourself up afterwards of oh man, I should have done this, or that wasn't a very healthy meal. It's make your choice and be okay with that.
Yeah.
So there's always even Taco Bell, you can make decent choices. If you get the chicken tacos, or there's always modifications that can be made.
Yeah. And I think they have a protein bowl now too,
Yeah,
or whatever, power bowl.
Yeah, they have a power bowl.
Yep.
It's expensive, and you don't get a lot for it though.
Yeah.
So it's
That's another thing with Lugos. It's like $10 for those bowls, and you get a lot of food.
Exactly. It's
Like Katie can never finish it all, so I get more, which is great.
yeah.
But one thing with fast food, or when you are going out to eat, it's not even necessarily like, oh, I need to find the lowest calorie meal I can find. It's, hey, start with your protein. Like, get your protein in first. Make sure it's, like Bethany said, a high quality, good source of protein. And then it's like, okay, can I add fruit or vegetables with it? You know, do I need like a huge carbohydrate side with it, or can I get something smaller? What are you drinking with the meal? A lot of people they might get a healthy meal, but then they drink a 16 or 20 ounce, pop with 60 grams of sugar or something like that. You're kind of defeating the purpose. Are you actually hungry enough for the entire meal? I always recommend for people to start with their protein and veggies first. That way you get the best sources down, and then you can always finish with like the carbohydrates or the side or whatever. Because sometimes if you do it the other way around, you're not going to finish all your protein or vegetables, right? So, yeah. And usually the carbs are the best, so you save the best for last is what I try to do.
Yeah.
But some questions for you guys, some fun ones. McDonald's. We're going to McDonald's. What are we getting?
Oh, wait, is this a cheat meal?
No, this is like in the scenario of
I was joking around.
being on the go. What are we getting? I don't even know their menu.
The McDouble has like 22 grams of protein.
Okay.
And 300 some calories. So if you get 2 McDoubles, that's 44 grams of protein, and it's like under 800 calories.
Okay.
Which, like, for fast food, not terrible.
Yeah.
Does it taste the best? It's alright, maybe, but it gets the job done. Like, it's hard to find that much protein in fast food.
Yeah. Breakfast wise for McDonald's, I'm either getting it's called the big breakfast, but without the pancakes. And you get eggs and sausage. Also, they have like breakfast burritos. So there's like egg, sausage, cheese, peppers, things in it as well. I get that.
What if it's not breakfast? Can you get breakfast?
No, you can't get breakfast
all day.
All day. I don't know that menu that well enough. They used to have snack wraps. I'm not sure if they have snack wraps anymore. You could get that with grilled chicken. I don't think they have that anymore. I'm not sure.
Clearly, we haven't been to McDonald's very often.
Yeah.
About a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. I'd probably go with the.
Well, I didn't say mine yet.
Oh,
sorry.
So, I guess knowing now, I just had to look up the nutrition facts. Bethany nailed it with the McDouble. I would probably do 2 of those if I was going to go there for 44 grams of protein. I love the McChickens. I mean, I don't have them very often, but I used to get the McChickens a lot. And people would automatically think that the McChicken is probably better because it's like chicken. It's really not. It's actually 14 grams of protein, and it's the same amount of calories. So it's got more carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So the McDouble is actually the way to go on that one.
McDouble's the way to go.
Yep.
And Coke Zero.
There you go.
Amazing.
Or a tea or something.
I love a Coke Zero from there. The best if you're gonna get.
Katie's got an addiction to Coke from McDonald's.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the ratio of what they do or something, but it's just different.
Mexican restaurant. What are we ordering? Like maybe Don Felipe's?
A soft serve margarita. But that's not healthy. So I really like the Chipotle fajitas. Because it has like a big plate that's like just the meat and the peppers and onions, and then you have like your 3 oil tortillas, and then a whole another plate of like your guacamole, your refried beans, rice, the toppings, all that. So like you get a huge amount for the meal, and then like if you just ate the meat part and like maybe a little tortilla or something, that's what I like.
All right, pull up in their menu.
I would.
Have you been there yet?
Yeah. Okay. I really like quesadillas, but had to go away from. They're really greasy, so I would probably do some sort of rice bowl, power bowl, things like that. I'd go like chicken, rice, beans, peppers, all mixed together. I like those. Or I would go maybe a shrimp taco.
I think they have like a fish taco.
Yeah. I don't really enjoy the fish tacos, but I like shrimp tacos.
Yeah, it's the very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if I was gonna go there and if I was trying to be a little bit more health conscious and try to get some good nutrition, and I'd probably build my own bowl, kind of like what I do at Lugo's. That way I can pick my protein and vegetables, carbohydrates, everything. I know exactly what's kind of going on to it. If I was just going for a meal without having to worry about it, I love the burritos. They're phenomenal, but they're covered in like cheese sauce.
Oh yeah.
And all kinds of stuff, so it's definitely not going to be very calorie conscious. Yeah, the fajitas would probably be pretty good too, because you got some like the mixed vegetables and then your meat.
Yeah, it's like the one that I like is chicken, steak, a little bit of bacon in there, and pineapple.
Yeah, there's so many options.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can't go.
As long as you get your protein and vegetables in, like that's like the main thing for sure.
All right, what about pizza night?
Pizza. I'm getting Rise pizza, and I'm getting something meat on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting Rise pizza, and I usually like pepperoni and bacon or ham and bacon, something like that. So get a little bit of protein in there, not much, but.
Me, I would go someplace that makes a lot of their pizza from scratch. So they make their dough from scratch. Like Rise, you can go and you can watch them make their dough. There's something about that, knowing where the ingredients are and coming from and stuff like that.
So that's a big thing, I think. That's a big takeaway because, yes, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than going and getting Little Caesars, but like you're getting a higher quality, better made pizza. It's going to be a little healthier, right? I mean, not that we're really eating pizza for health, but that's if you are going to do your Friday night family, you might as well get a good pizza that's a little bit better.
I have the inside scoop on the pizzas. So I used to work at 2 different pizza places. So I worked at Angelina's in LA.
Yeah, which is Rise, basically.
Which is Rise, the same family. Yeah. Same thing. So yeah, it's like you made the pizza dough, the ingredients and everything like that. It's honestly pretty similar to Hungry Howie's when I worked there. And I would assume even like Pizza Hut is similar to that. We did make, it was like dough every many days to keep it fresh.
Yep.
And then it was just kept in the fridge. Topping wise, they're pretty similar. Like canned stuff, Gordon food service, like all of that.
Yep.
So like ingredient wise, they're actually quite similar, even though they do have like different results of like Pizza Hut versus Rise are going to be a little bit different just based on like the dough and the preparation and things like that, little things. Rise, if you want a great like good yummy pizza, like definitely go there, like get like a deep dish pizza, like that's some of the best stuff. But as far as like healthy what you can do, so what I did when I worked at Hungry Howie's, because I was like, I started my health and fitness journey, but like working at fast food because that's the only thing that was open during COVID. So I did, you can make like these sandwiches, like they're subs as far as Hungry Howie's. But I got this veggie sub, and then I added chicken to it. So I could add protein to it, and then there was just like a bunch of like a ton of veggies in there. So like overall it was okay. I mean, there was still like the breading part of it, but overall it was actually halfway decent as far as like the protein and the veggies that you were getting from it. You can get the salads from Hungry Howie's are actually pretty good too, to be honest.
I don't think there's a Hungry Howie near us.
There's not.
There used to be one here. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, Hungry Howie's is great. I'm sure there's some that are bad, but anyways, the ones that I was at was alright. But as far as like pizzas, I did order because I wanted to try it. There's a thin crust one that you can get. So thin crust, you're going to have a little bit lower calorie overall. Not as much enjoyment from it, but lower calories. And then sometimes you can add chicken, or there's like chicken sausage or something that you can put on there. There's like a chicken sausage one that I tried from Pizza Hut, and they have a bunch of veggies and stuff on it. So I usually like to get like the veggie pizzas, and then try to add some sort of like decent protein on there.
Speaking of pizza, so we actually do this from time to time, maybe once every couple months. Katie will get a couple frozen cauliflower pizzas from Walmart, like the Better Goods, Quest. There's a couple other brands, and they're actually really freaking good. And like I just pulled up the Better Goods gluten-free cauliflower thin crust pizza from Walmart, and it's got 26 grams of protein in the whole thing, and it's only 790 calories for the whole pizza.
Yeah.
So like one serving would be like probably 3 slices. You're getting like it's only 260 calories and 10 grams of protein. So better, really good option if you're gonna have pizza, and it does taste really good. We actually just had it the other night last week because somebody forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer, so we ended up having to have pizza. But all right, what's next?
Segment 5, crazy weeknights. All right, scenario is it's 6:30 p.m. You just got home. The kids are hungry. You're hungry. Nobody wants to cook. So, what do you think families make too complicated about dinner?
Coming up with something on the fly.
Yeah.
Like having no plan at all for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not having any like go-to options.
Yeah.
I'd say, as a parent, thinking you have to cook by yourself, incorporate your family.
Yeah.
Have
That's
the kids
true.
do something easy. If it's cutting up vegetables or having them stir the pot, or try and incorporate it as more of like a family event
And
that you do together.
that actually literally is super valuable, because then it's like you're kind of setting that example of like we make healthy meals together, and the importance of cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That can go a long way with kids. Actually.
Yeah, and teaching them how to cook.
Right.
Yeah. And like for kids that are, sometimes they're a little pickier sometimes, but what you can do is the real good chicken nuggets that if they're lightly breaded and stuff, you can get that. So you can pop those in the air fryer, do some sort of a vegetable, and then the protein mac and cheese that you can find. That's super easy just to keep on hand if you need to. It's like, okay, makes the kids happy, everybody can eat it, like you get some fiber and some carbohydrates, and then then you get the nutrients from the whatever veggies you pick, whether it's broccoli or green beans or whatever anybody likes, and then you get your protein. So a little bit of everything. So it's not like perfect, but it's fairly quick and easy, and usually pretty kid friendly. Like most kids would probably think that's great.
Yep. What would be your go-to meal that you would make if you were in a big hurry? And pretend let's pretend you had to make a meal for your family. Like you're living at home right now for the summer. You got to make your family a meal.
You guys have any ideas?
I would just do a couple bags of the microwave frozen broccoli. I got the Uncle Ben's 90-second jasmine rice, and then I would grill up some steaks or chicken breast, or I got venison burger from my deer I shot, so I got three different choices for my meats, and then I would just flavor it, season it however they would, whatever they want on there. When I do like my venison burger, rice, and broccoli, I do teriyaki on there. It's really good. If I'm doing, steak, obviously you can put a little steak seasoning on there, and then maybe use a little A1 or something like that. So that's what I would do.
Yeah. Depends how quick it needs to be. Like if you want it dinner's on the table by 7, you get home at 6:30, right? So it's like.
So my broccoli takes 6 minutes. The rice is 90 seconds, and to grill chicken or venison, like brown venison, literally takes like 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. So in probably 15 minutes, I could have an entire batch of everything done.
Yeah.
I would probably do some sort of taco bowl. Rice and
very
beans.
similar.
Yeah, rice
Very
and
similar.
beans, ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, and then mix it all up.
Yep. Very good idea. Perfect. Do you think people underestimate how useful good enough meals are?
Yes.
I think so too. I feel like if they can't eat like a super healthy meal, then they almost think it's not. There's no point.
Yeah.
So they just get whatever. It's like 0 to 100, black or white,
Mm-hmm.
rather than like as long as you get your staples in there, there are good options for sure. So we'll get rolling here. We only got a couple minutes. Parties, cookouts, weekends. When you go to a cookout, wedding, birthday party, holiday, do you have a strategy at all? I do.
I think for me, if I go for like the 80-20 rule, so 80% of the time I'm eating healthy, 20% of the time I have my cheat meal and things like that. I try and plan out to where the party I can allow for my cheat meal.
Yes.
If that's not an option, or you don't want to do that, or you already had your cheat meal, I try and look for just the best option that I can that's there, probably.
So, like, I try to still have my normal routine leading up to the party or whatever it is. So, I always try to start my day with my healthy breakfast, my snacks, get my staples in or whatever, and then at the actual party or wedding or whatever, I'm just going to eat whatever I want. That's typically how I will do it. Even when I am looking at the options, though, like usually they always have chicken or steak or beef or whatever. Like I'm still going to get my protein and maybe some vegetables, but I am going to load up on carbohydrates too.
Yeah.
But so I think it's not like don't let one meal ruin your week or weekend. Like just like, hey, start with your healthy breakfast and maybe you have a healthy snack before you get there. That way you don't like over consume, at the party or whatever. And then just enjoy whatever you want at the party. That's my philosophy. And then get right back on track the next day.
Yes.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, you pretty much put it perfectly.
Nailed it. Okay, let's see.
What keeps each of us consistent?
What keeps us consistent? I think this is more of a mindset thing for me. Best way to put it, I eat to live, I don't live to eat. So I think people get bored with their meals way too quickly. Eating isn't something it's not entertainment. It shouldn't be always entertainment. Like yes, you go out to dinner and stuff, maybe and with friends or whatever, but like that's occasionally. 90% of our meals should just be to fuel the body, support our goals, support our health. So when you go into a meal and you think about your nutrition, think about it from the perspective of how do you want to live your life? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be fit? Do you want to be energetic? And then plan your meals around that. And when you're eating the meal, yes, it's not going to taste as good as going and getting pizza or fast food every day, but it's supporting your goals rather than taking you away from your goals. So, like, I eat almost the exact same thing every day. I don't necessarily get bored of it because I pick the meals that I do enjoy. But, like, I do the same thing every day because it's supporting my goal of being healthy and fit. It's not always looking for the tastiest, best meal all the time. So, I look at it from a mindset perspective of, does this support my goals? Is it fueling my body, etc. Rather than, like, I want the tastiest meal every meal.
Yeah.
I try and make it more of a lifestyle.
Yep.
Keep it a habit to eat healthy.
I just would say it's the fallback meals. Like you have to have your break glass in case of emergency meal.
Yeah, always be prepared. Basically, have those fallbacks. Yeah. Last thing here we'll talk about is better beats perfect. So, ideally you want to have everything planned. You want to have your protein, vegetables, quality carbohydrates, healthy fats. If you can get that stocked up in the house and then limit the amount of unhealthy stuff you have or make it harder to see or reach. So like when you open up your fridge, the first thing you want eye level is like your vegetables and your proteins. And then maybe like your snacks are tucked away in one of the drawers at the bottom or something like that. those busy days, have those go-to meals, the snacks like the jerky and the bars or drinks if you need to, as backups. On those crazy days, maybe you are grabbing a quick sandwich or going into Walmart and getting a Greek yogurt and a banana or protein shake at a gas station, jerky at a gas station, something like that. So, real quick, what is one nutrition habit you think gives busy people the biggest return for the least amount of effort?
One nutrition habit. Pre-cook your proteins and then freeze them. That's what I would say. Like if you can, like do like portions of your beef, your chicken. That way you can just like take it out and microwave it and bam, ready to go. I did that with a bunch of ground beef over the weekend, and it's very nice to have it already. Like you already know your portion, it's already seasoned. You just pop it in the microwave and it's ready to go.
I'd say swap your unhealthy snacks out with fruits and protein bars and healthier options.
Okay. Yeah. For busy people, biggest return, least amount of effort. Yes, I would just say, look at what you're currently doing, and like Barry said, try to swap it. So I was actually just talking to somebody yesterday, and their kids really like the vanilla Greek yogurts, but it's the ones with higher amounts of sugar. So it's like if you just switch them to the Oikos, like 20 gram protein, they probably wouldn't even taste the difference. But it's like making it a little bit better, while keeping virtually the same thing. So it's just like, how can we swap out some stuff to make a little bit better choice without having to drastically overhaul your current nutrition habits?
Yeah.
So making those slightly better choices, and just keep it simple. Like, I try to make the best possible choice the fastest and simplest I can. So like the frozen vegetables that you can microwave, the Uncle Ben's rice that I can microwave, like the cooking up chicken and beef and venison stuff, like takes almost no time at all. The eggs and stuff like that, like quick, easy meals that are healthy, would be my suggestion. So, just for you guys, ask yourself, where's your protein? What are you eating? How much are you getting? Where's your fiber coming from? Where's your color coming from? Am I eating enough for what my body is doing or what you're asking everybody to do? So ask those things. Go and look at your nutrition, take away and try some of these strategies out. Don't try to overhaul it. Do like a couple things at a time, maybe one thing at a time, and let us know how it goes. So hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'll see you next one. Bye. 10:04.